guys, my name is Michael and I'm a operation manager at Truck Dispatcher Corporation Company. And today, let's get ready to meet extraordinary individual personal. He's just 21 years old, he managed his own trucking company. This guy got a truckload of incredible stories and experience, and he knows how it isn't being like a regular dispatcher. Not like one else. And hold on tight, cause we're gonna see how the truck driver lives on the road. Excited much? Well, then they hit the gas and roll.
You want to see how the driver who lives in a truck looks like?
I mean, I love United States. What I understood in United States, like if you really work, it appreciates it, you know? Everything is up to you. I love United States. I just want to keep short and simple.
He was like, oh, Dior, there is no driver. What happened? I was like, you left him in the fucking bathroom. So he left me in the bathroom and he drove 3 hours from the bathroom.
Currently, we have like 15 trucks in the company.
Hey, Dior, how are you doing?
Good. How are you, Michael?
I'm doing great.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for inviting me today, and I would love to talk to you today, in the interview.
Absolutely. Glad to see you here too.
Dior, quick question for you. So you allowed to the truck dispatcher training to do an interview. What's the reason why you allow us to do this?
I want to show to people, you know, truck dispatching and load dispatching is the opportunity for people who are willing to hard work and they have some potential sales skills. So yeah.
Just give me a brief your information. How old are you? When you come to USA?
I'm 21 years old, guys. So I'm gonna be turning to 22 soon. So I moved to United States almost 5 years ago. So we won a green card lottery. I'm originally from Uzbekistan. I used to go to college, college life, some social life. I graduated the high school in Brooklyn. And then when COVID hit, I decided, studying over the YouTube and the computer is just nonsense. So now, I mean, I understand you learning the profession, but not learning the subjects like mathematics, physics. So this is what I'm talking about. Obviously, YouTube can give you a lot, but everything, professional skills, but yeah.
So how many trucks your dad has?
Currently, we have 15 trucks in the company.
Okay, that's kind of a lot. It's 15 trucks, so one dispatcher will be able to carry this kind of 15 trucks.
Yeah, I mean, this is my home office, but all my employees, the contractors' employees, they work out of different states and countries. Maybe it's gonna be the future where you don't have an office and your offices. I mean, we do have an office, but some people work from their home, and I have a little office in Uzbekistan I made. So I have 2, 3 people working over there. I have
wow, you have 3 people working in here.
Yeah,
for the 15 trucks. So you by yourself, so it's 4 dispatchers working.
Right. So basically, you need accounting, safety, right? You need a fleet manager. This is what you have to have in your company. I mean, you can do everything alone, but you got to train people if you want to expand, right? You can do everything yourself. I mean, you can do for 5, 10 trucks, 15 trucks. I mean, it's kind of hard, but you still can do it. This is not impossible, right? We're training the people right now. We are definitely looking at a brighter future. We're seeing ourselves in one of the biggest truck companies. So that's why I made the office. You always have to have an office for this. Yep, that's pretty much it.
How many years ago you decided to become a dispatcher? What's the reason why you come to this industry?
So basically, a lot of people come to this industry. At my case, my dad was a truck driver.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't planning to be a dispatcher, but he was a truck driver. I was on second year of my college, and it was my summertime, right? I thought, let me go to Philly because I live in New York. Let me go to Philly, see what's up in Philly, right? Since half of my family in Philadelphia. So I came here and I realized a lot of people do trucking. My dad too, I knew he has a truck and he drives it, but I didn't know how it looks like, he's away for 4 days, time to time. So I didn't know, and I learned. And then I used to deliver pizza, right? When you're a college student, you do anything to make some pocket money. And then once my brother said, Dior, why don't you just do dispatching? I was like, And it's a good idea, but it's only first year I'm in the United States from Uzbekistan. So to just let you guys know, it's two different languages, Central Asian language and, you know, Western. So I had to learn it. I had to adapt to the country. I mean, that's how I came to this industry, because my father was a truck driver, my cousin. So they said, Dior, why don't you do it? And I was like, yeah, let me try, you know?
Okay, so you are dispatcher for how many years already?
Probably this is gonna be my third.
So can you show me like a little bit like how your days begin on your computer?
So I wake up at 7 a.m., wash my face. My office is in my house. So I wake up, I come to my office, I mean to my room, turn on the computer. The headset is a important part of our work. Basically, it's all this set it up here. This is a map we use to track the drivers. This is a platform we use for finding the loads. And this is my email address. I usually have the phone, you know, digital phone here. So that's how I do. Turn on my headset and then start working.
Today I'm going to tell you guys the funny thing ever happened in trucking probably. One day I had the team drivers coming from Chicago to Pennsylvania. Time passed, everything is good. Driver is calling me and telling me, Dior, can you reach out to the second driver, ask him where he at? I was like, you're supposed to be with him, you're supposed to drive with him. And he said, no, he left me. I was like, how did he leave you? And let me tell you how it happened. So basically, one driver stopped the truck for a restroom. So he went to the restroom. Restroom has two doors, one from the back and one from the front. So he went from the front to the bathroom. The second driver woke up just because of the truck stop, right? So he woke up too and he went to the bathroom from the second door. Little later, like 5 minutes difference. So at the time, the first driver was getting out of the bathroom and the second driver was entering the bathroom. So they didn't see each other. And the first driver just sit in the truck and drove the truck away. So he drove the truck away, and the second driver, he called me, he was like, call him where he at. Calling the driver, I'm telling him, hey, how are you? And he's saying, I'm good, I'm driving, just, you know, everything is fine. The weather is good, everything is fine. I was like, okay. And I'm asking, where's the second driver? Like, he's sleeping in the bag. I'm like, how is he sleeping? Can you check the back? Can you stop right now and check the back where he is? And then he's like, yeah, sure. If you want, I can check it. And then he checked it, no driver. And he was so frustrated. He was like, oh, Dior, there is no driver. What happened? I was like, you left him in the fucking bathroom. So he left me in the bathroom. He drove 3 hours from the bathroom. So now he has to go back 3 hours. The most interesting one is he doesn't remember what bathroom he left him. So he was looking for a guy 3 times, and I was new too. It was my first year dispatching. I didn't know how to find, you know, use the logbooks to find where the driver had stopped, you know. And then we had to go by the driver, you know, where he dropped him off. He went back, checked one restroom, he's not there. So he checked 4 places and couldn't find him. So finally my second driver found someone from Uzbekistan and asked him if he could drive him to New Jersey. So the driver who left him can pick him up from the highway. So this was most interesting and most terrible one that ever happened with us. I mean, imagine you just going out to the bathroom, you coming out of the bathroom, you know, with your, just with your jacket and no truck. The truck left, and you owned the truck. The guy was the owner of the truck, and the second one was just a co-driver driving for him, you know. And imagine co-driver drove your truck away without you, and you being the owner. So that was ridiculous. People even talk about it. They say, oh, did you hear what happened? This happened, and whole table laughs. I'm like, yeah, that's literally happened with my drivers, you know. Yeah, people, you literally talk about what happened in my company. Everything happens because, you know, the trucking, you never can plan. There is no one plan like I'm gonna be this, right? The trucking, everything changes every time because you're on the road, you're driving good, everything is good. The truck might break down, you know, someone might make an accident, or anything could happen. our average is 1,000 calls for 5 days. And my average is 70 to 80 hours talking. It's around like 12 hours talking every day. That's how hard I work. My helpers, they do 900 calls, a little less hours, like 40 to 50 hours. Just because they don't talk with the drivers, with the different people, and they just talk with the broker. They say yes or no, and then they let it go. But I talk with everyone. So in 5 days, I took 70 hours. 1,000 calls a week.
So which truck you prefer, like a Freightliner,
Yes,
Volvo?
Freightliners and Volvos. I would say they're almost similar, but depends on the person characteristics. You know what you like. You like to be quicker. You like to save money. You like confident. You know. You like to go slowly. Depends.
So you mentioned like have 15 trucks and 4 trucks your friends like own appear to have own trucks. How you buy the trucks? You just go to the market, you go to the auction, or you just Google like there are some websites.
Now we just buy the brand new truck from the dealership.
So everything is brand new, right?
Yeah, they have. I mean, if you have a good dispatcher, good driver, you need a brand new truck, because that truck, if you have a good dispatcher, he's gonna find you good loads. You know, all you have to do is work.
So you find a good deals on the talk, right? On the
Yeah,
conversation.
it's always. The only thing I want to tell to this auditory: always call. There is always someone who'll work for you. There is no such a thing. Oh, there is no such a load. Oh, there is no this. Always call, because United States giant market. So you might find a good deal every time.
So just call.
Yeah, just call, always hard work, call.
How long it takes to pay it in full?
And it depends what kind of deal you do. So average business in the United States is from 10% to 30%. Depends what kind of market is this. So you make anywhere from 10 to 30% on trucking. You can make 40, 50%. This is when the market is really good.
So 5 years, your truck's paid in full.
If you're the company owner and you have a good drivers, probably 3 years your trucks will be paid.
So
off.
some of your trucks already paid in full?
Right.
You want to see how the driver who lives in a truck looks like? Go ahead. So basically, this is a truck. The lady drives it. So look, she's a nice lady here. She uses a GPS, 2-3 kind of GPS. She has all needed stuff here, paperwork, the trash can, you know, the drink, whatever she likes. So basically, this is how the truck is. She doesn't walk in shoes here. As I respect her, I don't do that too. So this is like just like a house. There's a microwave over there. It has fridge. So she doesn't use the second bed. She uses one. Probably people in New York would pay $1,000 to just rent such a studio, you know? Studio where you live and make money. Yeah.
What do you think, like, you know, the dispatchers, like, in the future, like, if they particularly, like, choose their professional, they gotta choose the, like, industry where they like, they gotta try all of this, like, you know, the specialized, or they just go, like, an easy way. For example, your advice for the particular, like, a potential, like, a dispatcher in the future.
You never know, I mean, what life gonna bring you to. Initially, I was trying to be a lawyer, right? I went to the law school back in my country. Mm-hmm. Someone going for law and then now coming to the dispatch. So it's interesting. Now, I've tried many industries. I kind of felt that I have a sales skills. I used to be a salesman for perfumes, computers. And then it reminded me doing something with sales. That's why I liked it. If you're a sales guy and you wanna like make quick money, I mean, I wouldn't say quick, good money. I mean, obviously, it should work for you.
So let's say like I'm actually really good with the sales.
Okay.
Because I went a lot of time to China, you know. China, when you buy some products, you gotta make the fight with the sales.
Really?
When they leave the market, they like crying after me, like, hey, I don't want to make a sales on this kind of price, but this is what I feel like. I'm good to sales. What about yourself? Like how you feel like your sales?
I mean, I feel myself comfortable. I don't want to rip someone off. There are a lot of people who trying to rip you off, right? If you don't have skills, you kind of being manipulated by them because they know they're a standard customer and what they buy them for, right? So I'm trying to get the true rate, you know. I kind of understand how much that person has on the freight, right? And then that's how much I want. Like, I think this average brokers make like 10 to 12% from their profit, but I've seen the people who being greedy and ripping off their customer be like 50%, 40%, and then.
So in your case, if you take in like a 50-40%, it's like you're ripping the customer. This is what I feel like.
I mean, every customer is different. Maybe it's not that accurate, but many customers are different. You know, some customers have a high value freight and some are not. Most of the times you have to understand the commodity, what it pays, so you can set your rate for it. There's a palletized freight, not palletized freight. There's a freight, there is a freight you put on your trailer and then you can use that trailer for 2-3 days. I mean, this is how you understand how much that person has on that rate, because not all rates are same. I understand the port guys, right? It's just not right to tell them something high because most of them, they don't make a lot of money. But there are people who make a bunch of money on some loads and they're trying to cut you and, not pay you. They have a lot of requirements, like, you have to take a picture of the freight, you have to do this, you have to do that, and they say the market rate is this. Tips, like, stuff that I have to do. So you gotta pay me this, Some dispatchers cannot understand the difference between that kind of load and another kind of load.
Okay. So, for example, like if you have a customer, let's say like a broker, like from the air freight, you can like take care like the loads from the Chicago to New York, like a same day and small pallet. You need to organize this kind of delivery. Can you do this or no?
So you're talking about the air freights like doing with a truck or with a plane?
Yeah, but not with a truck. Like
with a plane?
But with a plane, something like that. But it's also like logistics industry. It's also like not like a trucking industry, but this kind of like a...
Yeah, this is interesting. You gave me a good idea, actually,
Mm-hmm.
I've kind of heard about it, but I don't know a lot, as I told you. But this is kind of interesting. I mean, I think I could have taken care of it. Just, you got to learn some new policies and laws. I don't see it being a problem. I mean, yeah.
Okay,
I think
good.
I can do it.
There is any rules like to make your headache? Like let's say like a safety regulations. It make you anything? I saw like a nice book behind you.
Yeah, safety. Having a company, we were talking about the dispatching, now we're talking about the company, okay? Safety is a headache. You have to learn the laws. Anything could become a headache that you don't know about. Yeah, you might have a little problem just because you don't know how to solve the problem. It could be a headache for you.
So show me this book.
So this book is J.J. Keller. They're based from the Wisconsin. It has all rules and regulations prescribed by U.S. Department of Transportation. Measurement, noise emissions. Wow, it has everything here.
So how often you just check some rules?
It just like if you have a religious person and they have a holy book in their home. If you're a good company, you have to have this holy book in your company.
Okay, so you have like a 15 drivers, right? And how many times, like every day, you find the loads for these guys? Like
our company, we always do pickup and deliveries. So on the same day, we have a delivery and pickup.
But you do every day, like find 15 loads every day? So they don't like do like interstate. They don't like do like 2-3 days like delivery loads.
I mean, no, we're not based because our lanes are, we like to do
mostly local.
No, it's like, I mean, it is local and interstates too. But depends if it's a team driver. The team driver can deliver your 1,300 miles in one day. They picked up at 10 a.m. They're gonna deliver next day at 10 a.m.
How many team drivers you have?
3.
Oh, you got 3 team drivers.
Yeah.
So every day you're looking for 15 loads?
Yeah.
5 days a week?
Yeah.
What about weekends?
Even on weekends sometimes, depends on the market. If the market has some loads, yeah. But if not, we don't recommend. But most of the drivers work 5 days a week.
So you have like a four like dispatchers in your in your team.
I mean, I have students right now working for
Just
me.
students, right?
Yeah,
You teach
but
them?
huh?
You teach them?
Yeah, I
You
kind
charge them?
No, I don't charge for it.
So you just pay them in this case.
Right, I just pay them for whatever requires to come to the office, from their transportation and food. So if they learn it, they learn it. If they didn't learn it, that's okay.
Have you taken any new students right now in this case? If somebody interested?
I'm already full right now. I hope we're gonna add some more capacity so we can hire more dispatchers.
So if somebody interesting from our audience can they send a message to you? Would be interesting to talk about them.
Yeah, absolutely. You can call me, send me a message if you're interested. We always can talk about it. Yeah, if it's someone who's motivated, who's willing to hard work. Yeah, we always looking for people like that.
So what's your particular working hours? Right now I don't see anybody calling you. Right now it looks like so quiet. Why?
Right.
Because it's a weekend?
Because it's weekend, because it's a dead market right now, and because I don't have drivers working on weekends. That's why no one's calling me.
So all the drivers right now chill out?
Yeah, they're all at home.
So they work in 5 days a week, right? The drivers. They come home every week?
Yeah.
They working 5 days a week?
Yeah, they go out Monday morning, and Friday night they come home.
And they making, you said, 9,000 a month.
Yeah.
Drivers. So what do you think, what's average dispatcher can make? Approximately, let's say, if you have experience, a 1 year. So how much you can make it per month, as a dispatcher?
Being a dispatcher, you can make anywhere from $40,000 to $150,000, and it goes up and up.
For a month, right?
No, for a year. So for months, it would be probably standard, average is probably 800, 900 for just okay dispatcher. I wouldn't say 1,000 a week for 5 days, right? Just for the dispatcher who just does just a simple work. If you're the one who's getting the business to the company and you're doing the really good work, your salary is unlimited. It's all up to you. Some dispatchers can make maybe $500,000. It's all up to you. If you're getting more business to the company and company is growing because of you, you can be any part of that company, and you can even talk to the owner of the company and say, "Sir, I'm getting the business to your company. We're making a lot of profits on it. Can I be as a shareholder of the company?" You can be as a shareholder too. Most of the dispatchers from beginning, they get paid the salary, and then 2%, 2.5%, and it goes up to 3%. Some of the dispatchers get paid 5%, but it's really rare. But most of them, they start in the United States. They start from 2%, from or salary or 2%. That's how it works. Yeah. So probably monthly, you're looking at $4,000 or $5,000 if you're just a regular dispatcher. But if you're someone who's getting the business, as I told you, it goes beyond the limits.
Wow, this is really cool.
Yeah, it's good to know, and then that's why I love dispatching. And then it's the same thing in sales. You get paid for whatever you do. If you work on percent, you get paid for whatever you do. So there's no such a thing. Oh, I've done so much work, but my boss is not paying me well. For in dispatching, you're getting paid by percent. So obviously, as much you did, you're gonna get paid fairly. It's not such a thing, someone can cut you. No one can cut your salary. And always good dispatcher, everyone likes it. No bosses lower their salary, as I know, for good dispatchers. So as I mentioned at the beginning of our interview, we had a guy who handles 30 trucks, 35, 40 trucks. So let's say average of the truck for 5 days, they make $10,000. If you put on a calculator, 40 trucks, probably it'll be gross of $400,000. And let's say from $400,000, you get paid 3%, right? It's $12,000 a week. You're looking at probably $50,000 just to being an employee who got that dedicated business and then who's working well. See, it's a simple math. Whatever you do, that's how you get paid.
Okay, so it was really nice to meet you today. Thank you so much for your time. It was
yeah,
my pleasure.
thank you too.
Thank
It was my pleasure. I'm hoping to do more interviews in the future. If it goes viral, guys, just subscribe this guy. You'll see more.
Thank you guys for watching. So see you next time.
See.
Bye-bye.
Bye.